Righto everyone, time for a stream. Fingers crossed we don't have too much lag with our comments today. John's joined us. Hello John, how's things mate? Dennis is with us. Timberwolf's with us. There was another Dennis. Bob's joined us. Hello Bob. So how far are we going to get on the PG4? Make no promises, man. I make no promises. Okay? I can give you a little update. I've thrown the shocks and the links on the front diff and the servo plate. Okay, I built all the shocks off stream because building shocks is boring. Started building the links off stream because building links is boring. So the front diff, all bar the steering link on the front, is ready to roll, which is awesome. What am I up to next? Dennis, trying to wipe my drool off my chin after seeing the new Cross release. Cross RC KR4. Pumped, mate. Pumped. I love the old school bumpers on it. Oh. New Cross release. Why haven't I heard of this? Dennis, you need to be paying attention to BC RC, mate, because that's where everything goes down. Okay. So Cross is releasing a KR4. I will be unboxing the truck. I will be getting the KR4C kit, and I will be building it. We can build most of it on stream. It's a Lexan body truck. I'm not sure exactly all the changes and such that have been made since the last one. I know I put a few requests in. Let's see what happens when it turns up. From what I'm aware of, mine's been shipped this week. So pumped, bloody pumped. No doubt you're going to have your C version with all the fancy bits, your B version with a few less fancy bits, and your A version, which is the cheaper of the sets. Also, bloody, they're doing RTR as well, so you can buy it in a kit or RTR, and it is a pretty truck, man. It is a pretty truck. So yes, I've literally been talking to Cross this morning. Sweet. Been talking to Cross this morning. Awesome. To get whatever info I can. For those that don't know, Cross obviously are based in China. Tony Gutierrez has joined us. Hello, Tony. Feels like it's been forever, my friend. Glad you joined us, mate. Much appreciated. So for those that don't know, obviously Cross is based in China, and the people I talk to through Cross are in China. So it's hard to get replies at times because in China there's limits on how much you can be on Facebook and all that sort of nonsense. And obviously Cross are really busy people, so I try not to pester them too much, though I do send them ideas and suggestions all the time. And they put up with my shit, basically, so good on Cross for that. Shroomster's joined us. Hello, Shroomster. How's things, mate? Alright, good, wicked. So, we're all pumped and excited about the KR4. I can't wait for that to turn up. I wish it was released sooner, because that truck's been in the making for a while. It was planned well before anyone else did a Scout style body, but anyway, it is what it is. Right, so I've done that step. I've done that. I'm going to put the drive shafts on last. I'm not going to bolt the servo on yet because I've got to order one. So now I've got to make my steering links, which consists of a 121mm link, two of these doohickeys. Tony doing well collecting wheels. Tony has what you can only describe as a ridiculous amount of wheels. It's crazy, the man's collection of wheels. Right, I'm going to need a couple of these bad boys. And I'm going to need, that can stay there. I'm going to need a couple more for the steering one. And then I'm going to put those there. Lovely. Right. So what's Johnny doing today? Johnny's working on the PG4, mate. I bought another one. I don't know if you know, Tony, but I bought another one. I had to. Rob told me I only had one left, so I bought it. I don't know. I've got a feeling Rob's had this kit for quite a while. I'm sure he said he did, because I'm pretty sure how this is bagged and such is different to the PG4 I built. Wimpin. Hello, Wimpin. What's your first name, dude? I like to try and remember everyone's name. I'm not very good at it, but I try. The new Cross looks amazing. It looks awesome, I reckon. I love the fact that Cross, again, has done 2 different grill types that you can pick from. Obviously, there's the different wheel types. I'm going to see if I can get some SP4C wheels and put on it, because I think they'd look really good on it. And then I may even see if I'm clever enough to design my own hubcaps to go with those wheels. So we'll see if I'm clever enough to do that. But Jeremy on Facebook, hello mate, hello buddy. It's a bit weird when you go streaming on YouTube, because most people have got bloody YouTube names and they're all different to their normal names. It's easy on Facebook, you just read out the person's name and that'll do. But I do try and remember people's names, so I'll do my best. If I get it wrong, I apologise in advance. So yes, I'm currently building links, which is boring crap, but it's got to be done. Gives us a chance to talk about other RC fun stuff. I started editing the Bronco video earlier, which is fun. I'm going to... Now, the last video I did, the running video, I had no music and I got bored watching it. Like, I know a lot of people say, oh, I prefer bloody no music in the videos. And it's like, yeah, but when you go crawling at the beach, all you hear is waves crashing every 2 seconds. And it's like, that's why I put music over it. So what I'm gonna tinker with the idea this time. I'm gonna keep checking my phone in case I hear back from Cross, because I've been pestering him with questions. Andrew said KR4 hard body. That's one of my questions, Andrew. So hopefully my old mate messages me back and gives me some good news. Gents looking at Johnny's forearms, since he doesn't like drills, I expect him to have Popeye forearms. Don't need to be big to be strong, Tony. Don't need to be big to be strong, mate. Back in my weightlifting days, right, when I was in college and such, used to get a lot of blokes, they'd say, oh, what sports and stuff do you play? And you say, I'm an Olympic weightlifter. They go, oh, you're not very big. It's like, you don't have to be, mate. When I was 16, I was throwing 110 kilos over my head, so I think I was doing pretty well. So you don't need to be huge to be powerful. You make them links. I'm doing it, mate. Linking away. Just dreaming. Yeah, that's exactly right, Dennis. It's like the back end of a FR4 and the front end of a Scout. It's great. Tony, I've mixed feelings about being in an outing with guys with speakers or sound boxes. Sound modules, Tony, I like. Okay, as long as they sound good, they're not one of those cheap shit ones. As long as they sound good, I like them. If people have got like an MP3 player playing, shits me. It shits me. Like I go wheeling at the beach, right? Go wheeling at the beach, and it's peaceful. It's relaxing. Okay. If I've got a sound kit in my truck, I can turn it down a bit, and it sounds realistic. It's good. And then you get someone going all the way across the trail. It's like, dude, you're killing the serenity. Killing the serenity. So, not a fan of MP3 players on the trails. That's annoying. It defeats the purpose of getting out and away from that sort of stuff. It helps to be big only when you crash tackle a fridge. Apparently. So I remember looking at my friend's Cross RC, and the one thing that struck me was odd was the middle skid plate. Is there a plate that covers the link mounts? Funny enough, Wimpin, I've designed one. So you can get a skid plate. I don't know if Cross has put one on the new truck. I don't think they have. But I've personally designed one. So my Shapeways store, just search BCRC on Shapeways or My Mini Factory. All the demons are like it. Wimpin, Jeremy, all the demons are like it, mate. Ooh, I did get 4 out, didn't I? No, I didn't. Well, so yeah, I designed. I'll grab my truck in a second and I'll show you what I designed. But essentially, I designed a skid plate cover. Right, I need an FA23. I had that bag here 2 seconds ago. Or is it that one? Nope, that's too long. Where was my FA23 bag? No, bags are everywhere. I've got a feeling that at some stage Cross changed how this kit goes together and what bolts it uses. Because I'm sure there's more bags of bolts here than what there was when I built my first one. I'm sure there is. FA, no. Nope. That's my gift bag. I must not be reading these properly. There should be an FA23 here somewhere. Dennis, what I see the photos of the flagship version. Looks like a Lexan body. It is a Lexan body. I've messaged Cross and said, "Hi buddy?" Question mark, smiley face, winky. I didn't winky, that'd just be weird, but I messaged him and said, "Come on, let's go." Because I personally like to see a hard body version of it. 24, 22. Where's my 23? What have I done with it? I've got a sneaky, suspicious feeling. That's it. It was in one of the other bags that I've opened. And there's empty bags and they're everywhere. It'll do for now. If it's not it, I know where it is to change it. And it's easy to change. Meanwhile, my love-hate relationship with Ozpos continues. Ha! No. Looking at how the stuff and thing is, the KR4, you could quite possibly squeeze a normal Demon interior in it and just move the battery to the back. And then make some form of cheeky battery cover. I may even tinker with the design. Jim, looky, my favourite Aussie is on. Have you not seen Russell Coit's All Australian Adventures? He's probably your favourite Aussie. He's funny as. Anyway, nice for you to join us, Jim. Very much appreciated, mate. Right, move all this stuff out of the way. Which side's that going on? This side. Steering link. There we are. Oh, one of these has got to be... I've gone too far. I always go too far. One's got to be that way. That way. That way. And then into here. I should probably stop watching these streams while working with electricity. Probably, mate. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, really, though? What's the worst that could happen? Sure, you'll be fine, mate. You've got this. Right, now I need a what? FA18 for the other side. I'm sure I've just seen that here somewhere. 17's there. So there, we're done the other side? No. Right. Lovely, wicked, awesome. Move those links out of the way. FA18. 18. 18. Winner, chicken dinner. Tony. Sorry, I just got rid of my favourite Nicole Kidman. She's getting a bit long on the tooth now, Tony. Little Nicole. Right. That one? Nope, too long. That one. That one it is. got to get this truck built so I can build Michael's truck, so I can build Benny's truck, so I can build the Venture, so I can build all these things. I kind of like the steel rims the KR4 comes with. I wonder if we have out the KR4 comes with the same wheels that the SU4C has. Looking at that video anyway. So that's why I want to put SP4C ones on it. I did do that correct, didn't I? Yes. Steery. That all looks straight as a die. And you only think I knew what I was doing. Silly buggers. Right. Tony, I bought a Pro Kit today. What Pro Kit? What? That could be anything. Right. Next. Look, we've already turned a page. We're smashing it, guys. I tell you what, for shits and giggles, we've got an old cross servo here. Somewhere. Hello? For shits and giggles, let's smash the old cross servo in it. Because she's a cross truck and all. Now, there should be 2 spaces here somewhere. I did see those earlier. Oh, Vanquish Pro. How much you pay for it, Tony? RC Mart's got them on special, I believe. Right, and what particular bolt do we need for those? FA17. This baggie here. Right. 4 of. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely, and there's washers. I've got no idea what they are. That could be anywhere. There they are. So that worked better than expected. So I think we're going to go an electric-y blue colour with this truck. Just the washers, please. Lovely. Nice. Slip that in behind there. Get a bolt in there. Washer. As soon as I can afford one. I'm buying the actual 6x6. Nice. Nice. I don't mind the look of that. Looks well built. I'm going to see if... I'm still waiting to hear back from Axial. I'm trying to get a deal on some so we can do giveaways with them. Because I think it'd be pretty cool to give one of those away. So explain this to me. Contracts have servo mounted on the axle, so why do manufacturers move them to the frame? Scale. It's all about scale looks, Tony. You get better performance out of a servo mounted on an axle. You get better scale looks out of a servo mounted to the chassis. That way you can hide the servo. It's as simple as that, mate. Andrew, gotta go, lads. Work calls. No worries, dude. Very much appreciate your time. Oh no, you used the word axial. I don't mind axials, Tony. Oh, shit, I've got 2 or 3 of them. I love how people assume that because I like cross trucks that I hate everything else. I don't hate axials. For a long time I hated the fact that they weren't releasing anything new or that anyone wanted. I like the fact that they've released the 6x6. It's good. It's something different from axial. So, it's good. Shroomster's off. Catch you later. No worries, mate. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Do you remember, Tony? Hannah's got the SCX10. I had 2 SMT10s that I turned into one. The Juggernaut's built out of an axial. RC cars, I keep missing the intro. I have notification on. What are we building? Working on the PG4, mate. I've got to get some of these kits built. Too many RC kits lying around, not enough of them built. So, we're doing some works. The hard, crappy bits are already done. Also, Johnny, I've watched a ton of videos on that HG Humvee, and so far, all of them are most positive looking. And the Trans is fairly quiet. I'm going to get one. Well, I don't know. The videos I watched, it just... I can't think of who was it iCourt? It was either iCourt or RC Moo or someone like that. They did videos with that truck, Dennis, and it just sounded cheap. And the performance, I don't know if it was just how they were driving it, but it looked dreadful as far as how it performed. Magnet have original SCX-10 CF100 kit. Atami CC1. Now I'm experimenting with the land of clones. There's a lot of clone trucks out there. That's a certainty. Look, you can only try. At some stage, I'm going to buy one of those SCX-10-2 clones just to see how shit it is. I mean, it might be brilliant. It also might not be. But I think, what did I see? I've seen them on some site for like $139. And I thought, you know what? I'll try one of those, because if I get it and can say confidently that this truck's either shitty or surprisingly good for the money, then I know that I can help other people out there decide whether they should actually spend their coin on it, which is important to me. Right, the shitty bit of links. I hate doing this. Doesn't matter what the truck is. Right. That's what I said, Dennis. I said I had two SMT-10s and I turned them into an SMT 6x6. But I don't mind actually at all. I loved my 10-2. But it's just, there's only so many 10-2s you can release. Magnet. I have the Remo, and it's pretty good for the money. RC cars, I have a question. How does everyone discharge their lipos? I generally like to put mine in a vehicle and drive it. Or you just go onto your bloody charger, hit discharge until it goes below storage charge, which is usually around 3.8 volts per cell. Then hit storage charge, and that should bring it up to around 3.8 volts per cell. So most of the time I'll charge a battery. I mean, you can charge a battery and have it sitting there for a week or two. It's not going to hurt. If you look after your batteries, they'll look after you. Like most of my batteries, sitting right above my head. Yep. And you get a lot of people who go, oh my god, you've got to have them in an ammo can. I've literally never ever had an issue with a LiPo. I look after them. Tony, I use the world's biggest, fanciest McCharger. I use high-tech quad charger to put the batteries in storage mode. It's a good charger, that, Tony. I wouldn't mind one myself. I wouldn't. Are we heard back yet? Yoink. Yoink, yoink. Yoink. I'll bring the 6x6 to Goat Hill, but I nearly forgot how hard the course was. The course is on trucks. My poor Bronco has a ton. I rolled my Bronco the other day, Dennis. Quite a few times. Testing me luck, I was. I forgot that it hasn't got all the brass underneath it that the Defender's got. And saying that, she went a lot of places. It was bloody good fun. I really quite enjoyed driving it. Got some awesome shots, some great photos, and just like, for those who don't know, I've injured my back with a work injury, and wheeling's just not the same for me anymore. Like, I'm lucky to go out for 2 hours at a time. When I'm out there, I can drive for about 10 minutes, then I've got to stop, sit down and rest my back, and then up again, and away I go. Anyway, even when I was sitting down, having my little resty spots yesterday, it was like, it was so nice just to sit there like a little kid, legs crossed, sitting on the ground, bloody driving this truck on the same pieces of rock 15 times. Tony, sorry mate, have to run to my sister's house. No worries mate, hope everything's alright. Bob, I'd be interested to see what they redo with improvements to the rock solid CCO1 chassis. If they give it a little bit more steering, lock the diffs, or at least put lockers in the kit, bam, that's all they need to do. That is legit all they need to do to the CCO1. It is just a brilliant truck. It doesn't need portals, it doesn't need a 2-speed, it's such a great platform for a scale truck. I love mine, and I damn near took it out yesterday, but I think I've taken the receiver out of my CCO1. So I've got all of my receivers, servos, ESCs. If you'd like to donate, there's a link in the description below. That CCO1 looks to be a promise. CCO2. Is there any pictures out yet? I haven't seen any pictures. I know RC Mart released a post saying it's been announced, but I haven't seen any pictures. Right. Paying attention so that we don't screw this up. We'll do the... Oh shit, I've still got to put ones in these. Ugh. Forgot about this bit. Yes, it does need lower gearing. I will say, hell, if they released it with an 80-turn motor, I'd be happier. But it does need lower gearing. You are right there, mate. You are very right. I mean, I put an 80-turn in mine, and it could possibly be a touch slower, if I'm honest. Right, well, this is the last link piece that I've actually got to put one of these threads into. Links, eh? What a boring way to start a live stream. Sorry. But it's got to be done. I've got to build it. So I figured, you know what? Let's do a stream, bro. That way we can talk about our trucks. And we can build it. And I can do shitty accents. I've got to order some servo horns and shit too. David Foster's joined us. I just got back from taking the 6x6 out for a test run. David, have you seen my latest Facebook posts, mate? You might want to go and have a quick look and then come back. It is coming as a G-Wagon, which means it's not going to be some big jacked up thing. What are they, 57s? Yes. I think you should spend the 150 on the CCO1. I've already got a CCO1. Actually, I've got 2 of them. I've got one that I haven't even finished building, man. This is why the next few days I'm just going to smash out builds, because I have to. I've got the Venture to build, this to build, CCO1 to build, KR4C coming. Got that to build. I've got a bloody thing in such and what. A Defender for Benny I'm building, a Defender for Casey I'm building. I've got shit to build everywhere. I've got to get cracking. Now the weather's starting to warm up, I can actually start to paint stuff. I don't like painting stuff when the weather's shite, so now that we're getting a bit warmer weather, I can actually paint some stuff. Foster, I saw that, kind of pumped. Me too. It's coming in an RTR and a kit. As soon as I seen that blue, I sent Cross a message. Is that coming in a kit as well? I was asking if I should spend the money to get myself the kit. Do you mean the original C? Sorry, I missed the. You think I should? Yes, they are awesome. You've got to understand, Dennis, that the CCO1. I've got all the time in the world for this truck. The CCO1 is a scale truck. The tyres on it are trash. Okay, well the old ones are definitely trash. I don't know if the latest ones have had anything decent. MST make brilliant tyres for these trucks that are actually really, really, really good. You want some of the MST, I think they're 90mm or 85. 90, 30 by 90. So you want some of those tyres because they're awesome. You've got to understand that these aren't going to go where a standard SCX10 will go. These won't go where a standard cross truck will go. Like even the hard body ones. It's a country chassis. That's what the CC stands for. So it's about trail driving. It's about enjoying how good it looks whilst it does what it does. Okay? You can get it to go a lot of places you wouldn't expect it to go. You've just really got to... You've got to get the hang of how it drives, man. You just do. And you take out the factory motor because it's got a 27-turn tin can from Tamiya to start with. And put at least an 80-turn in it, unless you want to put a reduction transmission in it. What wheelbase is the Cross? 305, I think they are, Wimpin. I'm not sure if I can't remember if the KR4 is different. There's a lot of RC shit floating around up in here with new stuff that's coming out, stuff that's so far along, you know what I mean? All these sorts of things. It's really hard. It's really hard to remember all the particulars about all the different trucks. I don't need spacers in there, do I? No. They're for my shocks. How's the Range Rover body coming? Slowly. I've literally not touched it since the other day. I don't know if you were here. 2 seconds and I'll show you what I've done with it so far. I started constructing it so that I can plan out my paint and all that fun stuff. So that's the rangy body so far. I've not bolted the roof on yet. Feel free to line up there. There is 101,000 bolts with this truck, okay? Literally, I'm not even joking. It's just crazy the amount of bolts that come with this thing. I'm going to put the body together and then I'm going to suss out exactly how well it's going to fit on the XSO2 chassis, and if it's not going to fit as perfectly as I want it, then I'll put it on the TRX4 and I'll find a way of putting the TRX4 body on the extra speed chassis, I think. Or I may even put this on Hannah's truck and then totally change her motor mount and all that sort of stuff around on her truck so that I can make this work. Because I want the full interior, and I want the full interior to sit properly, so the seats are the right height, so I can put people in, all that stuff. I'm not going to... I seen an Instagram post the other day where a guy built one of those, and his floor was like level with the bottom of the steering wheel, and I'm like, I'm not entirely sure you've done that correct, mate. Magnet running a 45 turn on my CCA1. It's a good combo with a hobby wing. Throw an 80 turn in it and see what you reckon. Guarantee you'll be like, that's pretty good. Just trying to figure out the hardbody SUV. That is designed to fit a TRX4 or an SCX10. It actually comes with, in the box, different mounts for the SCX10 or the TRX4. Short wheelbase, obviously. The 313. So there you go. I didn't know that it came with that stuff. I didn't realise until I looked in the book the other day. That's about how far I got. I can't decide the paint for it. I'm going to go a bit further. I've just got to watch what I bolt on, because I don't want to bolt too much on, then have to undo all those tiny bolts, and they are tiny. I'm sure you're well aware they're tiny and they're horrible pain in the ass thing. But I like it so far. It looks like a really sturdy body. I've no doubt it's going to look good once it's done. I just need to make sure that it's going to suit my needs. I did see a guy fit one of those to a Demon. He just extended the rear wheelbase 10mm or whatever it was, 7mm, which is easy enough done when cross sells spacers and stuff like these. He just extended the wheelbase slightly, bam. Then you've got a forward motor mount. You've got a tiny little trans so you can fit the full interior in it. Right, now what I need to do, I need to get more ball ends. I wish these were metal. This is an old kit though, so I'm not going to whinge. If it was a new kit, I would. And considering the first release was in 93, that's when that one was made, Rob. Mine's an original 93 one. You've probably heard that 100,000 times from me and sick of hearing it. You're probably only saying that to take the piss, but I'm proud of the fact I've got a 93 model CCA one. I love it. I would never sell it. Never. Unless one of you guys offers me $1 million. No? Right. And now I need some more. The sport's probably too wide. Wimpin. Jeremy. It was Jeremy, wasn't it? I'm sure it was. How many did I need? 3. I need to speak of my coffee. I'm feeling the lack of sleep already starting to hit me. How long have we been going for? 40 minutes. At least we're achieving stuff. Might not look like it at the moment, but we are. Where's the third one? Right. Relinks are ready to go on, and I believe that is the actual next step. Right, FA24. Wicked. So we've got 2 of those bad boys. Right, let me move some of this out of the way. Just posted some pictures of my CCR1 Brat and 3CRC group. Awesome. I shall have a sticky beak as soon as I finish the stream. Right, just make sure Cross hasn't messaged me back. Jim, watching you on the TV instead of the phone. God, how embarrassing. Why do people have to watch me on their TVs? I can't get too distracted by Facebook. I'll be there all day, bloody replying and such and so on. Okie dokes. That and there. I assume this is how this goes. Yes. That there. One of these. I can hold that with my fingers. So I'm trying to make sure I actually achieve some stuff today. It's so easy when you stream to do nothing. Like, you achieve nothing because you read comments, you're telling people about this, that, and everything else. And it's taken me forever to build nothing. So I've got to make sure I achieve some stuff. So if I miss your comment, I apologise. I do try and read them all. So you can give me credit for that. Dave had the FR4 out, and you're right, the colour is amazing and the performance is absolutely spot on. I was really, really impressed with the FR4 RTR. Bloody impressed, actually. Jim, lol, made a big hair on the TV, not the computer or the phone. How embarrassing. I'm surprised how many people watch me on their TV. I mean, I watch most of my YouTube stuff on our TV too. Right, top link. Right, this is a bit of a pain in the ass, this one, but the only pain is getting this little nut to sit where it's got to sit. I should have put it in before I put this particular piece on the truck, and I know this because I've done this before multiple times. Bob, I got mine at the same time. The Harrow, the hard shell and the Unimog with the Cruiser. Neil says, what you working on? Tinkering on the PG4 kit, because if I don't, I'll never get it done. Awesome, got that in. Wicked. Right, that one. The bolt I need. 20. Can't wait to run my SU4C in a Class 1 comp. As I know, we'll have a ton of scale points. Don't forget, fellas, I've uploaded all my SU4C stuff on my Shapeways and my mini factory. So if you want to get any of those bits, they're there. So if you've got a printer and you want to print it yourself, you can go onto my mini factory and download the files. I've made them as cheap as I possibly can. And if you haven't got a printer and you want the files, we can go to Shapeways, search BCRC and find my page, which is constantly updated with all the latest offerings that I've designed myself. Figured a TRX4 with some blackened brass down low would be perfect for that SUV hard body. Samix. Look up Samix, mate. That's what you want. Samix brass is brilliant. Okie doke. So The rear diff's finished. All the links are on. Yes. Front diff's finished. All the links are on. Shocks are on both. Wicked. So just to prove, we've actually done some shit, right? Look. Right. Swigging my coffee, because if I don't, I'm going to fall asleep. Come across. Get back to me. Okie dokes. Next page, gearbox. Gearbox is already done. Tell you what I will do. I'll quickly crack open the inspection cover. Yoink. Quickly crack open the inspection cover and just dump a bit of grease in there. This will work the grease through to all the other gears. Mark my words. Too much stuff. Too much kids. Right. Yep, love the Samick stuff. Samick makes awesome stuff, man. I'm going to use one of my drivers for this bit. Awesome. Poking some grease down here. Now I know you open it up and you check this and you check that and whatever else. Today I'm just doing a quick drop some grease in there so I know it's got some in there. I'll run it and see what it's like. I've no doubt it'll be fine. If you're building a kit, this is the minimum. The minimum is put some grease in. I know that'll work around because I know how these transmissions work. Oh shit. And I'm putting a good blob in here so it'll spread from here across and then through to the rest. Just, I'm not pulling this apart on the stream because it's boring, and I'd rather move on to the next step where I can actually start bolting some stuff to the chassis and putting that together. Right. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing this way. If you're building this stuff at home, do it properly. Is that a plastic trans case? What happened to the metal one? The PG4 has a single speed transmission. This is old school, mate. Saying that, it's lower centre of gravity than an SCX10 transmission, but single speed, little planetary gearbox, Mickey Mouse. That's why it's so smooth. Well, I already got a part number for that thing, Bob. I'm going to Google it real quick. Dink, Tamiya 5 8 Come brain 675 Googles. There's not really a whole lot of information. There's no extra pictures, I don't think. Picture of a G-Wagon outside. That's it. A vision for the TRX4 are some wider tyres so it doesn't flip. Censored brushless on 2S and a light sound kit. Some sort of hybrid of a basher and a crawler. I think, Neil, you'll find that that's what most people think a TRX4 is anyway. If you want it to fall over less, mate, dump it down like I did. Wait till you watch my video, Neil. You'll want to dump it down. Because that truck goes places, man, when it's set up properly. Right. Put this back in, and then we can move on to the next stage of the process. I know we haven't done any close-up cams today, but that's cool. Yeah, it's cool, mate. Don't even worry about it. Right. That is correct, yes. Sure it is. Why, I'm almost positive. Yep. Just a smidge of grease there. What have I missed? I've been fixing my broken 3D printer. You probably pushed it to the limits, mate. I've still been thinking of throwing a Blackfoot body on a CCO1. Shouldn't be too difficult, mate. Worst case, extend the rear links. Pretty much. How'd you break it, Gunner? What did you do? Right, so that's pretty well... That's fine and ready. Guess what, guys? Woo! Chassis time. Yeah. Nothing from Cross. CCO1 foots are cool. Some of the names people come up with for some things, like Neil. What sort of name's Neil? Joking, Neil. Don't take it to heart. All right. Chassis real time. If I can get the other one out of the bag. Yoink. Okie McDokey. I've even got a delay on my end. Come on, OBS, pick up your act, or I'm going to move to a different streaming program. Alright. I'm going to guess most of these parts on account of my previous experience with this truck. I know I need those, and that's all from that bag at the moment. Battery tray, won't need that right away, but it's a part of the process. Drive shafts, don't need that yet, don't need that yet. That's for the body, that's for the body. Don't need any of that yet. This is the bag we're after, kids. Cross members. Look at all those cross members. Lots of them. Think of the chassis strength, kids. Think of the chassis strength. Chassis strength is important if you want your suspension to work properly. True story. If anyone tells you a chassis that flexes lots is good, tell them they're lying. Okay. I'm only bending this book like this because I've already got another one. I saw those and can't afford them. I forget, what are you talking about, Neil? Sorry, mate. You've seen all the goodies Ampro's making for the Blackfoot body? Nope. Neil, don't make me come down there. Bring it on, mate. What's good 3D printed for RC parts? End of 3. Okay, we're smashing it out today. Alright. Okay, FA17s. These bad boys. Now I believe we're going to use a lot of these here, so I'm going to just drop the bag into the dealie. Yoink. Alright, first things first, we're going to start bolting on these pieces. That's one of these to me chassis rail. Right, now I'm going to do that side second. I'm going to bolt them onto this side first. We'll start with that. There's 16s, not 17s. Right, so we're going to start with this. Angus has joined us. Hello, Angus. How's things, mate? Alright, good, wicked, lovely. Right, 17. Are they my 16s, though? I think they are. Some of them, anyway. Or are they even shorter again? I think they might be. Anyway. 17. Right. Count the holes. Make sure it's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, then. 1, 2, 3, 4, then. From the other side, mate. Alright, you got to do it properly if you're going to do it. Working on the PG4, Angus. Working on the PG4. One of my most favourite trucks in the world. I love the PG4. They're awesome. It's just such an awesome truck. I know it's not the newest, greatest, fanciest thing out there, but value for money is a bloody awesome kit. It's awesome fun to drive. Scale AF, as the kids would say. Well, it's not that scale, but it's full hard body truck. It's just awesome, man. Can these bolts be any longer? Right. While I'm at it, screw it, let's bolt this one to this side. Yoink. I said yoink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that one. It should be. You want to make sure these are correct, because once you've got everything together, it's a bit hard to change it. Okay. So I'll drop the usual spiel. Don't forget to give the stream a like, fellas. Give it a share. If you'd like to donate, there is a link in the description. Help us reach our goal to give away a Cross RC SU4C. Now, if we can smash this goal quick enough, what do you reckon we make the next goal? Either the Axial 6x6 or Cross RC KR4C. What do you reckon of that? Angus, I love the PG4 and the PG4L2. There's nothing that compares to either of them out of the box. Now, you've got to be careful saying that sort of stuff, Angus, because you'll get people that drive in competitions and they'll go, you don't know what you're talking about. They don't understand what you mean when you say nothing compares to them, in the sense of they're very special trucks. Okay, it's not nothing compares to them in the sense of it'll climb everything and it's just the bees and McNees. That's not what we're saying. It's saying they're very special trucks. Dennis, hey Johnny, my PG4 isn't the newest thing out there, but it's an awesome bit of kit, fun to build, even more fun to drive. Yep. That's why I've been saying since I got my very first cross truck that there's something special about them. You don't know what that is until you own one. Right. So that's got that and that in. Is there any other 17s? While I'm at it, 17s? 17s. Not seeing any other 17s. Alright, wicked. The motor used 16s. 16s. Now, like a clown, actually no, I'll put it in a separate tray. I won't be a clown for a minute. I can't guarantee how long that's going to last, but I'll give it my best shot. Yoink. Right, so now we can go bonkers. FA16, FA26. Apparently there's two sizes in there, is there? They're all the same size. Different numbers for different things, for different places, and such and so on. Anyway. Okay, so you got to think this through. So on one side, we're going to put this bad boy here. This is our rear shocker mounter and shock brace. Check that out for a brace. FR4 RTR versus TRX4 shootout. I think Neil, you would be very surprised, mate. I honestly think you would. There's actually a lot of places that FR4 will go that TRX4 won't. And before anyone goes, the TRX4's got portals. the cross trucks have got diffs that are so small it doesn't need portals. Okay? Bam! True story. Right. Waiting for the hate in the comments. That always makes me laugh. Oh, mate, I just watched your video and you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, buddy. Oh, just watched your video and you're only saying this stuff because you're sponsored by Cross. I'm not sponsored, buddy. Like, there's some penises out there. Dennis, I need to drive my PG4 out again. Yep, you do. With the SU4C in the trailer, I only drove it one time. This is the problem, man. Right, Cross keep pumping out all these awesome trucks. I keep buying them all. And I can't decide which one of the bastards I want to drive. And the worst thing is, like, my back's that bad lately that I've got the want to go out there and drive multiple of my cross trucks a day. But my back won't let me do it. Easy there, sport. I think this driver's starting to get a bit worn too. He's done a lot of bolts, this driver. A lot of bolts. Do 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 do. But I'd still rather do it this way than use a drill. That's for in case Tony Gutierrez comes back and watches later. Tony loves drills. So, Tony, don't use a drill. She'd be fine, mate. Don't worry about it. Literally watched an OG SEX10 go places at Goat Hill that my Bronco won't. Yeah, well, like when Hannah was driving her original SEX10 last time we went out, she was smashing it, man. Like, she did such a bloody good job. I've said it a few times now, but there's nothing wrong with being proud of your wife for doing a good job. So, like when we used to go out, she wasn't brilliant. She wasn't terrible, but she wasn't brilliant either. Oh, I hate putting these in. Ugh. I'll wait. The reason I hate putting these in is because on the inside of here you've got to slide little nuts into there and hold it all and try and do it all up at the same time. I don't like those bits. Okay. Could do the same on there too. Motor. Top tip. Alright. Make sure it's facing the front. Alright, motor. It's going in that way. Something I'm going to design for the PG4 is a little tray that sits underneath the motor to stop any dust and dirt and shit getting up into the motor. And I'll possibly design one that goes on top as well, using possibly these two little bolts on here. So there's a little dust and dirt cover that goes all the way around it. In a backyard scale course, and a winch that shoots grappling hooks so you don't have to get up when you crawl. Going into the tutorials after not running your trucks for a couple of weeks, which I love about my new job. Got all the time in the world to run my trucks now. What is your new job? You never told me. What's your new job? Unemployed? Man, I got so much free dang time. And no, I'm not taking the piss out of anyone before anyone gets upset. Okie dokes. So, if I'm correct, which I hope I am, that should go in there. And that should go in there. Got to remember the best way of doing this now. Drop that out of there. Drop that on there. Drop that in there like that. Do. Build myself a cross truck. Right, winning. A whole concrete. Wet or dry? Is the 10-2 deadbolt in the same price range as the Cross FR4 RT11 Sport? If it is, throw it in there too. Neil? Neil. Oh, Neil. Go and drive a bloody cross truck, mate. And jump through this phone one of these days. I'm not even using my phone anymore. And jump through this webcam one day, Neil, and teach you a thing or two about bloody trucks. That's what I'll do. I'm glad to hear you got another job, Dennis. That's bloody good, mate. Bloody good. Didn't take you long either, actually. Which is even better. Wicked. Well done, mate. Hoorah. Alright. Now you bolt this side of the chassis onto this side of the chassis. Now I've got to sort of sit everything this way. There's a little locking tab pin dealy thing there somewhere. Where are you, little pin? There. Wicked. Drop that in there. Now I've got to make sure I don't drop this bolt. Yeah, I'm going to drop it. Hold your mouth right, mate. Hold your mouth right. Winning. Need to invent the ratchet action hex driver. That'd be a pretty good idea, actually, if you could make yourself a lot of money. What I should have done to make that easier was not done up the back bolts. Right, so if you're going to build one of these kits, when you put your side runners on, only put the front bolts in first, then you can move these out of the way. Makes it easier to access the other bolts, and then because you can access those from the back, you can't access the front because the motor's in the way. But it's cool, man. We got it. We're cool. We got this. If I stop dropping bolts. Show you what I mean. Let's make life a little bit easier for myself. Undo this one here. Oh, I've got a longer two here somewhere. I do. That'll make life easier too. Undo this here. PG4S looks pretty cool. I want one of each. They've already been made, says Bob. Why haven't I got one then? So you can sit this out line, right? Makes it easier for you to do up your little bolts here in the side. So you can be straight on, easy peasy. So yes, I want a PG4S, I want a PG4A. If I can get my hands on one, I want to get a PG-RS, the original PG4. PG4RS, I think it is. Right. Then we can slide this back up and just do the bonding. Wicked. So that's what I should have done. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. I'm going to reset my view count because I don't think it's keeping up with everything. Don't know. Let's just change that. And we'll change that. If you want to go back to the... There we go. eBay says no to ratchet hex drivers. Do you have any 1.9 leafers? Yes. I have the camel truck. That's a leaf truck. Farm truck. That's a leaf truck. Have I got any more? I've got a leaf truck I half started building. It's sort of forgot about it. PG4L's got leaves in the rear. I think that's it for the moment. My Tamiya trucks have got leaves in them. So there's that. I don't think it's going to have a hard body, Dave. I'm waiting to hear back from Cross. What's the actual release date? Got people asking. Messaging Robert Mazza. Got people asking on stream. Stream phone, not Steam. Right, so hopefully within any minute Robert will get back to me and let me know the actual release date of the truck. Robert does have them in stock, I believe. He better. Alright. Oh, bolt this in. Are they the same? They are. Wicked. Progress. I can already see Mr. David Foster just ringing up Rob. Rob, quick, send me one. Now. Working on my PG4. That works. I'll take it. I'll pay that, mate. Back's starting to go already. Ugh, talk about frustrating, man. I seen the doctor the other day. How's your back? Said, shit house, mate. What do you think of me? Dumb question. And streaming's getting harder and harder. I'm able to do it for shorter and shorter periods of time, which is really annoying. Do this bolt up and I'll check my phone, see if Rob's got back to us, see if we've got the legit actual hunky-dory release date of the KR4. All right. Oh, even Rob doesn't know the actual legit hunky-dory, true blue release date. No worries. That's how hush-hush all this stuff is, man. Even Rob, guy that runs Cross RC US, doesn't know the exact day they're allowed to sell them. Alright. Okie dokes, so break these bits free. Look at all these chassis braces we've got here, kids. Maybe it might happen. Me first, me first. I've tried to organise, David, so that I've got the first one in the world. Alright, I've tried to do it so that I can unbox it. I can show you guys. I mean, I don't care if it's the same as the last demon with a new body on it. I want it anyway. I want it now. I want it yesterday. But I've tried to organise it so I can show you guys first. Okay? I mean, in the time that I've had cross trucks, I've had a lot of people come to me for help with cross trucks. I've been called Mr. Cross RC. All these sorts of things. I've been accused of being sponsored by them every bloody week. So I'm trying to get one here first so that you guys can see it here first, and then you can decide as to whether it's something that you'd like to purchase. Right, I think they're all trimmed. You've got to trim the dags off your plastic, kids, otherwise your truck will look cheap. Ding ding ding. Shock hoop, front rear brace, awesome. No one say it. We all know that cross braces are the key element to chassis rigidity. Woo. Nicely played, Magnet. Nicely played. I mean, I've been dropping some pretty obvious hits, but it was nice that you went there, mate. Okay, so I need to find some more bolts. That was funny. Some more bolts so I can put this piece in here. Does it go that way? No, it goes in the other way. I should know these things. I built the truck before, man. That one there, and then we go shock hoop. When I first built this truck, I was like, the hell's it got shock hoops for? It's got a hard body. You will see, my friends. 14, mate. We're going to need the FA14. 4 of them. Very human. Put my SG4C right after you got your with the 10 bolt diffs. I was pretty close to the first one with those too. I mean, that means nothing to a lot of people, but I've been, ever since I got my first cross truck, I've been trying to do what I can to get, like if I get a new one that's just coming out or something, I've been trying to do it so that I get it just before it comes out, so that I can show you guys and, you know, have some straight off the press bloody info for yous. Right. That one there, that one there, that one there. Neil says, AE blows. Hey, don't say it like I said it. I didn't say they blow. I just said they should be ashamed of it. Anyway, I'm not getting into it, Neil. Alright? Don't start, Neil. I'll kick you out. No? Kick you out from the chat. What happened, Neil? Oh, Jono kicked me out of chat. What did you do? Oh, nothing. My highlight hasn't run since it was released. Come on, man. What am I doing? I'm too busy reading chat. Not paying enough attentions. You going to start or what, mate? Winning. Hasn't run since it was released over first gen. F3 feeding, mate. It's been a shelf queen its entire life. Tisk, Dennis. You've got to play with your toys, man. I made the mistake of when I first started BCRC saying I don't build shelf queens, man. I always drive everything I build. It's like I'm scratching them and I get all upset. You starting or what, mate? What am I not holding right? Loosen that one a smidge. This is why you don't tighten stuff first, kids. You always get a bolt, get a bolt started. Get the next bolt started that's a part of the same piece. Then drop everything, and then tighten them all up as you go. Are you starting? What am I doing now? What am I doing? Come on, PG4, don't fight me. It's only a bolt. Let's start then, do it. Why wouldn't you start? If I started water, it would be like saying, nice Hilux. I don't like Hiluxes. I think I've burred me plastic. Because I was being extra forceful. So that's one of those things, it's my fault, not the kit's fault. All you got to do is do things properly. Don't try and rush it. And you won't have the same problems that I did. Starting now. Yes, sir, Bob. Hiluxes are great if you're a chiropractor and like doing spine realignments. And you don't like sitting in a proper seating position. Bloody seats are sitting on the floor in Hiluxes. Something I've always disliked about them. The seats are just like, they might as well just be sat hard on the floor. Hiluxes are for people without knees. They've just got straight legs. Wait for the bloody comments now. I had 2 more of those bolts here. There they are. There. Awesome. Come on. Sit. Sit. Right, get this one started. What am I doing, man? Oh, it's not even lined up. Real world struggles. You've seen them here first. Right, get that one started. Get the next one started. Doesn't aggravate me, Neil. It just makes me laugh more so about all the people out there that actually think it looks like a Hilux and or a Datsun. It's like, oh god. I find it rather hilarious. There's actually people out there that have been putting Hilux stickers on their Demons. Like, what did you do that for? I've seen a bloke put a Hilux stickers, Neil, on one of these PG4s, and it's like, oh my god. Dumbest thing I've ever seen. Hilux badge on a PG4. You'd have more luck putting a Fairlane badge on it. You saying that Hilux has a rougher ride? Hilux is a terrible, Dennis. Have you not been in a Hilux? Okay. Winnie. So we've got that in. We've got that in. We've got that in. We've got those on. Now time for the shit bits. Which I need. Where did I put those? I need these. So we're winning, kids. We are winning. That'll do for now. I'm happy now my printer no longer needs rafts. Why does it no longer need rafts? Have you got your bed sorted? Right. That's for the front. Gotta remember how these go now. That like that, that like that. That goes in there because it's a pain in the butt. Tell you what I'll do. I'll use my old greasy trick. For those that don't know what I'm doing, I'll show you. So, down in here, on the inside of that bumper, I know it's not focusing very well. You can see that little drop there. Okay, you don't need to see it in focus, but you see that little drop there. One of these tiny little nuts has to go in there. One of those little midgets. Okay. One of those has to sit in there and stay in there. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put a little bit of grease just in that little hole there, either side. And the reason I'm doing this is, now if I slide this little nut in here where it's got to go, into its little home, push it into the grease, it should sit there and stay there long enough for me to start doing the bolt up. Awesome. Alright, so now we slide that into here. Okie dokes. Those 16s as well. They are. Ugh. Did it stay there or did I push it out? Bastard, pushed it out. One thing I don't like about this kit, how these bumpers mount. It's just a pain in the ass. What can I hold on the back of that? Hold that there like that. Chat's having a good old chit chat about how bad Hilux's ride. Stay. Come on. I hate this part. I really do. So frustrating. It's just one of those. Why did you do it like that for? Don't use that because it's got a magnet on it. And I keep knocking the bumper out. Where? Think I got it that time. I think. How have I not got it? How does that not grab that? Annoying. just have to do it like this then. Think I got it this time. I said that last time. God, why are you not starting? This is the worst part of this whole build. Fun and games. Magnet. Two most annoying things about RC. C-clips and drive shaft hexes. I don't know if I'd say drive shaft hexes, eh? Why are they annoying? Oh, for Pete's sake, would you just kindly start before I start dropping bombs, mate? I'm obviously not lining something up here correct enough. Oh, what a pain in the ass. I'll use a different bolt. I'll try the other side even. It's normally not this difficult. Alright, we'll try this side. Test me luck. Plug that down in there. Hold this in here. We'll just slowly turn. We won't even look. Let's push the bloody thing out the way. Jesus! I am using the right ones, aren't I? I'm sure I'm using the right ones. If these are the wrong ones, I'm going to be shitty now. FA2s. FA2s. It wasn't FA2 I grabbed, wasn't it? I think I grabbed FA4s, mate. I think I grabbed FA4s, fellas. I think. That'd answer that question, wouldn't it? Yeah. Ugh. I assumed. No, I'm fighting myself, Dennis. That's what happens when you see a bag with what looks like the parts you want, and you make an assumption going, that's what I need. And in actual fact, you've grabbed the parts that are too small. I would have been there all day and literally achieved nothing because those the nuts that I grabbed were the wrong size. So my fault, not the trucks. Power through. I'm doing what I can, man. Frustrating myself. Okay, achieving that. Now let's see if my little grease trick works with the right bloody parts in there. What an idiot. We've all done silly things building kits, so no one can sit there and go, I wouldn't do that, man. Oh, what an idiot. Because we all do this sort of stuff. We all do it. Right. So let me try my original strat. What an idiot. This is what happens when I run out of dough. I've still got some here, man. Right. Do kindly stay there. I'm going to start swearing in a minute. Would you just work, mate? Hands aren't working. Brain's not working. doesn't help. I can't really see much of what I'm doing either. Oh, marvellous how well it fits when you got the right size nuts on the inside. Magic. It happens. It happens, fellas. We all know it does. Right, so I'll do a little trick again. Now I've got the correct parts here. Lovely. There's legit only 4 of those parts. Right, a little bit of grease there. A little bit of grease there. Lovely. Wipe the grease off my driver. Johnny drops bombs, mate. Just not in the stream usually. Alright, slide that bad boy in there. Don't you worry, Dennis, I'm well practiced in the art. I've just got to keep a PG for the kids, man. They're beeping, kids. Right. Love how easy this truck goes together. When you do it correctly, flip that upside down. That should make it easier, right? Lovely. All you got to do, fellas, is do stuff properly. Okay? It's that simple. Use the right parts, do it properly, you'll have no issue. Still, I don't care. You know why? Because we've made some good progress here today. Look at it. It's looking like a truck already. Oop, I'm going to back that one off a bit. What did I do? I think it jumped out of its little recess. That did. Yoink. Would you kindly stay where you're supposed to live, please? Now me little nuts stuck. I can't even move the driver properly. I need more coffee. Who's making Jeff Foxworthy jokes in the chat? Here's your sign. Man, that wasn't stuck. How did I manage that? Had it wedged in there real good. Right. Set that there. I think I've stripped that nut. I think I have. Oh, if you could just rotate for me, that'd be brilliant. I'm making this look a lot harder than it actually is, but that's what I'm doing. Okay. Yoink! Let's try this one more time. Right. I'm going to hold it with my ruler. I'm a bloody square, so I know it's not going to move anywhere. Start, you bastard. She started. Winning. God. JB's secretly American. Secretly a redneck. Neil. That's why I mean you get along so well, mate. I remember this one time there. Took my sister down to the flea market. What happened this weekend? I don't watch the news. Too much miserable shit. Alright, next page. Right. Are they the 15s? Double, triple, mega, ultra check. They are the 15s. Okay, so we need 15s for the front. For the front one. That is not the front, that is the second. That's the fourth. That, I believe, is the front one. It is Correctamundo. Right, now you fellas are going to see what you call bracing on a truck. Alright? Providing I use the correct bolts. LOL. Start, mate. Don't be a penis. You got a party mouth. I want to go to America and just walk around and do that accent. Someone takes me, get me punched in. I remember this one time there. I took my sister down to the flea market. That's a funny story. I can't remember how the rest of it goes, but it's funny. You have to take my word for it. Magnet, I'm an Aussie and I'm totally lost. Timber, I'm an American and I'm proud. All Americans are proud. Just half of them don't like their president. You know, my post keeps getting deleted because apparently combining the words red and neck are a cuss word now. Oh, bullshit. Then Streamlab says, Streamer, please refrain from swearing. Alright, now, alright, this one here goes in the front two there with the same Bolderinos. 15s? Yes. One. Now, this is what you call building a truck properly, mate. Alright? None of that soft plastic shit. None of that. Oh, here, just have two braces. That'll do. None of that shit around here, buddy. Boy, I tell you what. I reckon I could fit in. Get her done. So it goes in it now. Right. Next chassis brace. Is which these two? Carpet's got to be those two. Oh, that's right, those two. I jumped ahead of myself. I did. I've got to take those out now because the chassis brace goes there. My daughter is only 10 minutes away from that Walmart. From what Walmart? I still haven't heard the story. I'm going to have to Google it. Can someone give me the 2-line in chat version? I'm taking the right one out, aren't I? No, I'm not. Beep. So, what happened? The stream deletes it, does it, Dennis? If you have a home that is mobile and 6 cars that ain't, you might be a redneck. If you got to ride off your truck to get the insurance to make the payment on the truck, you might be a redneck. Right, I'm winning now. I'll stop stuffing around. Mass shooting. Now, I know we've got a lot of Americans in the chat right now. I'm telling you, fellas, this is why y'all shouldn't be carrying guns around everywhere. Because if you can't all carry guns, you can't all kill people just because. I'm not saying that's what you guys do. I'm sure you don't. But I'm sure that with every one of these shootings and the amount of people that are dying needlessly, it's easy to say, yeah, but most of us don't do it. How many innocent people have got to die before you say, all right, maybe it's time we just put the guns down? No, sir, it's not illegal to tow a boat, but we do require you to have a trailer. Jesus, Neil. We're trying to be serious here, mate, and you're just making wisecracks. So I'm sure, and we're trying not to get too, so don't get too nasty in the chat if you love your guns, because I know a lot of Americans do. But just let me know if you sort of think to yourself, well, look, maybe we're sort of getting to the point where we're going to have to bloody put the weapons down, because people just keep getting shot, man. Can you kindly start, Bob? Right, all you got to do is, well, you got to use nice words in your bolt start. Yeah. I should have left that piece undone in the back there. All right. I'm sure we've got a few people in the chat right now typing out a big long message. Oh, they're abusing me for saying, fancy trying to tell us to put our guns away or not have them. Try not to take it too much to heart. The Walmart shooting has been classified as domestic terrorism. No, the problem isn't us having guns. It's in us innocent people being disarmed, so that only criminals have them. We can't defend ourselves. But the problem is, you've got the criminal that's just running around with a gun. Well, someone that even, you've got the school shootings, right? You've got someone that's not a criminal at all until they go and get that gun and shoot a heap of kids. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's easy to say, well, no, it's not us that's doing it, it's the criminals. But what were the criminals before they committed a crime? They were just a normal person. Bob, some white whacker with a gun went wacko. Jesus. There's the Aussie version. You'll see that on the news. And in American news, some white wacko with a gun went wacko in the States. Bob Patterson, BBC News. I don't think the issue's in people being disarmed. Like, you guys can literally go and buy enough firepower to just wipe out small towns. And that's just in fireworks, not guns. I'm refraining from writing a long Pro 2A comment. I don't even know what Pro 2A is. Two arms, I guess you mean, I don't know. Biggest issue is guns are a part of American culture. Aussies have never needed guns. We have knives. Oh, the movie references are coming out now, fellas. Like, and no one get upset in the chat. Don't want to get upset in the chat. But it's just, I mean, my personal opinion is with less guns about, the less chance of shit going bad. Even if you ban the weapons, the criminals will still get them. It's been proven. Yeah, okay, Dennis, that's fine. But I guess you think about it this way, right? Criminals are going to get stuff, right or wrong. And Neil, do not bring religion into it. Anyway, people are going to get guns if they want them, right or wrong. Especially big criminals. But if you've got like a school kid that's feeling down about life and wants to shoot him and all his mates because apparently that makes life better, I'll never understand that. But if they can't easily get access to a gun, that shooting may not have occurred. Yeah. That is a chassis. Look, ladder frame chassis. Laddery. Okay? Problem is they don't do a good enough background check, like checking for mental health issues. But I mean, what can they do, Dennis? It's too easy for people to just lie. No, I wouldn't possibly want to shoot anyone, sir. I'm actually just here from England. Yes. Bang, you're dead. You know, it's like America doesn't have a gun problem. America has a mental health problem. It could be a bit of Section A and a bit of Section B. We don't know. And again, for the Americans in chat, don't think I'm sitting here taking the piss out of your country, because I'm not. I know you guys are a lot prouder than your country than most other countries are of theirs, regardless of what happens. Oh, baby. Time for some crime, boys. A gun as a tool, as a rock to a truck. Rock's not coming at your truck at 200 feet per second. I just get the feeling at some stage, sooner or later, an American president's going to say, that's it, we're sick to death of all the shootings, we're going to get rid of as many guns as we possibly can. I reckon the day's coming. I know it'll piss a lot of people off. There's just too many people being shot for nothing, man. The kids getting the weapons, that is negligence on the parents' part. Doesn't matter though. If the parents couldn't have the guns in the first place, the kids wouldn't be able to get it. But and that's even like Dennis is saying, oh, the parents need to have the guns locked up. The kid that's old enough to grab a gun and fire it, smart enough to use a lock, will figure out how to, you know, get into the safe. And again, let's just remember, we're all friends here. No one go getting shitty with me. 16. I just don't want to see people dying all the time, guys. Which I'm sure you all understand. That's the long one. Where's the short one gone? There. Of course, second civil war probably will. Because I'm sure any of the Americans in the chat will agree with me that Americans are very proud about their rights and they like to have their rights and they don't like people changing because they're their rights. So not to get bogged down in bloody politically stuff. Just remember, fellas, I didn't bring this up. Okay. That's a pain in the arse, that one. Problem is, it does, man. We'll see another civil war. Yep. And more people will die. Is it worth it? I mustn't have started that correctly. I should have bolted these on before I put it on the truck. Because now I've got a battle to get my driver into where I need to get my driver into. Either way, I'm sure any American will agree something's got to happen, because you can't just have people shooting each other all the time. You just can't. It's not a way for any country to do things, regardless of their beliefs and how much freedom they want to have. You can't just go around shooting people. People don't even have any power here. Only wealthy people and corporations. Our government is bought and paid for by the highest bidder. There isn't going to be any common sense of regulating on anything. I think I'm winning. This is just a bitch of a spot to turn my driver. Back to RC. I was posted. I'd like my RC mate delivery, please. I'm taking theirs off the truck because I'm making it appear a lot harder than it needs to. I don't recall it being that bad. The rear one's not, because you can get to it easier. But this front one's been a bitch. Dennis, I've got the new cross truck, me too. Speaking of which, I've got to keep checking to see if phone's fully charged now. Nice, bro. Nice. Oh. According to Mr. Robert Mazza, this apparently will be the last demon. You heard it here first, folks. Right, now I can do this bloody bolt up. And if that information is incorrect, go to all the w's.crossrc.us and blame Robert Mazza. But apparently, according to Rob, this is supposed to be the last demon. So I assume after this one there's going to be something new. Closer to the release of hard body removable canopy. The PG4's got a canopy you can put off and on your truck, Andrew. There's the tub. There's my canopy. Damn straight. What? So Cross is going to be working on a new chassis. Definitely sounds that way, doesn't it, fellas? All you got to do now is buy one. And the rest of it will work itself out. Right, did I even put a bolt in there or what? I started. God, it's in a shit of a spot. I better get two of them if that's the case. Yeah, apparently it's going to be the around 10 days. Rob, new come on, new chassis next. Come on, phone, chassis, not chairs. New chassis after this one. Trying to get all the info for you as quick as I can. Yoink. Yoink. Someone just sent me a post that was on Instagram. Oh, my bag. Someone just sent me a post that was on Instagram where Cross had a picture of the KR4, right? They sent me that post and said, "What is this?" It literally says just under the picture, Demon KR4. Just read, mate. It's just there. It says what it is. Right, so I'm going to now put this back on. I get a lot of messages every day, okay? A lot of them. Please don't send me messages like that. Are you starting or are you going to be a shot? Oh, straight in. Awesome. Cross. Dennis, you need to pay more attention, mate. The BC8 is a real truck. It's even got torsion bar bloody suspension in the front of it. It's legit, dude. You've got to... Don't just look at the demons. Look at the army trucks Cross makes. They're all real trucks. See that there, Neil? Real truck, mate. It's a real truck. Like... You worry about Cross. Cross knows what Cross is doing. Right, so that's got the front bumper on. That was a pain in the ass. So if you build this truck, put your front bumper on the bumper mount before you bump it to the chassis. And use the correct nuts, otherwise you're just going to be wasting your own time. I reckon I'll bolt this bumper on, that'll do for today. But to be fair, we have achieved quite a lot. Right, that's got to go that way, that's got to go that way. And I should be able to... English. That's me small one. I shouldn't even be able to use the long one here. Use the short one, more room. Maybe they'll do a 124th. Oh, God, I hope not. If Cross did a 124, I don't think I'd even buy it. It'd just be a waste of time. Do not do 124 Cross. I'll find that later. The Demons, I would argue, are comp trucks. They're not comp trucks. Technically, they're not comp trucks. They're scale trucks. Technically, SX10's not a comp truck. Yep, I know that. Dennis? Ugh. I told you the other day, Neil, Cross and Extra Speed, mate. Both good stuff. That's why I buy them. I don't get stuck in infinite loops. I buy what tickles my fancy at the time. Like if Cross comes out with a new truck and I like it, well, I'll buy that. If Extra Speed comes out with a new truck like the XS02, I'll buy that. Simples, mate. Simples. Should have put that one on first too. Just makes life easier. A Cross Mini would be sweet, but I could afford one. Cross trucks aren't... They're not expensive. Like you look at... You got the Demons compared to the TRX4s and stuff. They're not what I call expensive. God, the chrome plate must be thick on the inside of that hole. Where did my other driver go, people? Oh, it's there somewhere. Can't bloody see it. A lot of shit under this desk. Will Cross ever fail to impress? I guess that depends on who you ask, Dennis, because I'm sure there's people out there that are going to go, they just copied everyone else. Would you please start properly? I'm taking that one off too. Yeah, I know the Cross didn't copy anyone. That's all I need to know. Like I say, the KR4 has been in the works for a long time. I remember seeing seen pictures of the KR4 a long time ago. Long time ago. But I guarantee you there's going to be people, especially like Vanquish people, that will go, they're just copying Vanquish. Don't think so, mate. I'm going to take that out and restart that. Enduro fans. Enduro fans can't put shit on anyone. Yeah, I don't know where it's gone, Magnet. It's jumped under and around and through 15 different boxes to end up wherever the hell it is now. No. Because what you do, you're... 2 seconds and I'll show you. 2 seconds and I shall show you. I'll show you why it's not upside down. Gotta give me a little bit of credit, fellas. Of course, been building their own kick-ass trucks, and that's all there is. Pretty much. Good. Just wanted to make sure that bolt actually started properly. Right. Sweet. Right, so now who was saying the bumper mount? Dennis. Right, so you look at this here, it'd be easy to assume that's supposed to be up the top. Okay, maybe the body attaches to it. But no. The last step we're doing today will explain why that's not the case. What are they? 17s? Yes. Front 17s too? They'll have to be. Yeah. So, Dennis, what happens here is I lose all my tools. Turn that off. Let that through out. Let that through out. Get that bad boy started. Get the next one started. This is all a part of the cross genius, mate. All a part of the cross genius that is. Resides in the earth's core with all the 10mm sockets. I'm not game enough to buy 10mm sockets. I just don't want to have the tears when I can't find it. The world's a cruel enough place as it is without being able to find a 10mm socket. Alright, fellas? Check that out, would you? That's right, mate. That is right. Right, put the back one on, and then we're going to call her a day. We'll even sit the body on it, just to show you how sweet it looks. I love these trucks. It's also lunchtime too. Yes, plastic, Dennis. It's plastic, which is good because it lets it slide over stuff, and that's sort of the idea between it, not behind it. You know, it's a good guard underneath, so that it'll actually slide across the rocks and protect your chrome bumpers. I honestly thought I would have had to replace the ones on my original PG4 by now, but they hold up really well. Like even the chrome sliders on the sides. We could probably install those too. Which is probably the next step, actually, if I'm honest. We're hour or 2 hours though, and I'm tired as stuff. Very tired. My back's killing. Brush guards and wheels should be chromed to match the bumpers. No, you got to have accenting colours, Neil. Huh? Just shits and giggles. No, it's putting the diffs and stuff on next. But anyway, that's going to do us for today. So, now, that gives you a rough idea, very rough, because this body bolts on, okay? There's 2 bolt holes in the back, that's easy. The front one here has got mounts that clip into the back piece, that clip into the front piece, so it all sits where it's supposed to. Without the body mounts in, oh, bloody hell. Without the body tabs and locking system in it, it's not going to sit properly, but just seen that already. Eh? Pumped. Can't wait. And then and then that goes on the back. Awesome. It's just the best setup in the world. You got those awesome cross quality plastics. Wicked. Alright, well I think that's going to do it. It has got a little bit of the Super Duty look in it, Neil. It's just a smidge. But it's not what I would call a copy or anything. Right, let's close that. Put that in there. Put that in there. Bam. Cross chassis. The chassis itself is for the most part complete. On the next screen, we will attach these important pieces just like that. We will actually use bolts and stuff though. Wish they made a regular cab config. Why? What's wrong with the super cab? It's awesome, bro. It's awesome as, bro. Andrew's off. No worries, Andrews. Thank you. I appreciate you being here, buddy. I'm just doing what I do, and then I'm about to go. I do appreciate everyone's time when they drop by and watch the streams. It's very much appreciated. Don't forget to give it a like, give it a share. If you wish to donate towards our goal, there is a link in the description. We're going to try and smash that goal so we can give away across RC SU4C. Literally no idea I'm doing this. Regular cab looks better, says who. Dennis, make sure everyone hits the like button before you leave. That'd be awesome if you could. Alright, so we achieved a fair bit today. We put the chassis together, put the bumpers on it. I finished up the links, bolted the shocks and stuff to the diffs. We actually achieved a decent amount of stuff today, fellas. Like, look at this, would you? We've actually got a chassis and motor and stuff installed. Added grease to the gearbox. I know it wasn't a full service, but it's fine. Love it. Can't wait to get this thing going. I'd like to thank you all very much for your time and watching. It was good to see Bob with us today after his heart attack. Good to see him coming pretty right. Again, thank you all for watching. It's greatly appreciated. Stay tuned, because as soon as I know when my KR4 is turning up, I'll let you know so I can pencil you in for a unboxing, because we will be unboxing it here and all going to plan. Hopefully it will be the world first unboxing of that truck here. Okay? Hopefully. Alright. Take care, everyone. Have fun with your hobbies. And we'll see you in BCRC. I'm going to have a nap and some lunch. I don't know which order. Alright. See you on the next one.